Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Now the eagle-eyed amongst you that watch this video to the end will realise that I forgot to shoot the intro, because it only occurred to me about halfway through that I should actually record what I'm doing. So spoiler alert, I don't die. But I'm down at Mahaka, and this is an amazing place. And a few months ago, well, I say last year it was, I found some caves here. So then I've taken a few friends there, and not long ago I got Jeff Nuccetelli to come and hang out, fresh from his appearance at the Seoul conference. And I took him up there and we made some amazing discoveries. We found literally like a hippie temple, a load of Buddhist shrines, scrolls with cuneiform and Egyptian hieroglyphics on, and Japanese, and it was super weird. So I thought I'd kind of retrace a lot of those steps today and show you what it was like. Also, I'm on my own today, so I thought it would be quite fun to talk to you guys as if you were coming along with me too. So we've got a long way to go. It doesn't really look like it, but we're going to be going along the top of that. And it's a long way. So what I'm probably going to do is, given that I only realised I should be recording this about halfway through, I only really started when I was already up on top of it, which is just good because I've saved you a lot of heavy breathing and sweating. So I don't know how this video is going to come out. I don't even know whether anybody's going to watch it, but I enjoyed making it, and that's why I do the channel. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get up there and I'll show you some cool stuff. Hey, we're back. God damn it, I hate it when people leave litter on the beach. Bear with. Oh, I'll just carry it. Let's get going. So I know this is kind of out of sequence, but that's because I'm not very good at my job. So just thought I'd give you a few heads up about some stuff I'm working on. It's coming out when I make it. I'm going to do an updated video about triangles, because I've learned quite a lot about the whole black triangle phenomena. And obviously Dylan Borland testified about it to Congress under oath not long ago. Is that another? I thought I could see a dolphin again. And I've spoken to Mark Leeper and a bunch of amazing witnesses, first-hand witnesses to black triangles. So I've got some new information, and that's quite interesting. Then I'm going to do a little series with my mum while I'm still here, where we talk about, because she's channeled information from, I guess, non-human intelligences, however you define those. You know, I mean, that's the nature of a medium. It's something that's non-physically incarnated, whether it's your grandma or something from Zeta Reticuli. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some other stuff to do with ESP, remote viewing again, all that good stuff. I'm going to do one about my favorite UAP cases. I'm also going to go through a lot of my old videos from when I knew even less about what I was doing, and like fix the audio, and if I've learned any more about that particular subject, add some little snippets in for context and clarity, and anybody that's new, because with a load of those videos, when I released them, there was you know, less than kind of 1,000 people watching the channel, and now there's millions of us, I think we were on 2,675 the other day, which is a huge honour. But I think some of that older stuff could quite understandably be missed. So that's another thing I'm doing, is spring cleaning and going through that. I'm also well up for doing loads of interviews with people. So if you've seen a craft or had any kind of UAP or esoteric experiences that you'd like to discuss, I want to talk to you. So let me know. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. I feel like the richest man alive, apart from when I look at my bank account. But I used to work for a billionaire. I know this is kind of a side story, but you're stuck with me. I used to work for a billionaire, and he owned a company called Red Row Homes, and a big building company and all this kind of stuff, and he owned this big fancy hotel that I worked in. And I've never known anybody less generally happy. He could buy whatever he wanted. He tried to buy, I think he bought a football club and tried to buy another one. But like, his everyday experience was either people trying to rip money off him or take from him. And he would pay a fortune for an experience like this, which is free. And I'm lucky enough, with my wonderful job, supported by you wonderful people, that I can do stuff like this and call it a job. And if that isn't wealth, I don't know what is. So just as a little aside, thank you very, 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 very much for letting me have this life. I'm very grateful. Anyway, let's stop being soppy. But yeah, so also this, wow, I just saw a bird dive into the sea. You could never see it on my little phone. So this place here is where is below where we were watching the Orbs, and regularly do so. So there's no electricity, there's nobody lives here. The only thing here at night, a wild boar using this coastal path. So there's another reason for humans not to be here at night. Plus, we've watched these things, Mum and I, with 2 other witnesses, and another time with 4 witnesses. We've watched them for like 2.5 hours, and they'll be way up above the mountain and then go out to sea and then drop down to sea level. It's amazing. In fact, this might be a good time for me to drop in that piece of footage and show you, because it's really cool. Plus I've run it through that video analysis software that I've got, and it's remarkable, hence me remarking on it. But yeah, I just wanted to show you really, like, and also if you see, that's where we're going, and kind of halfway along, you see where that little white tower is? Looks like a little lighthouse thing or a clock tower. Basically there is where I was filming from. So when you see the brightness, the luminosity of these orbs, you can imagine just how bright and big they are, because headlights, we've seen many a headlight, and they look completely different. Plus they're all different colours, they kind of blink in different colours. Now I've interviewed the Tedescos, as you might know, on the UAP Files podcast with Jimmy, and they're studying them out in the field, and that's very exciting. And it seems to be, from their observation that this is, they considered where they're studying, which is Long Island, to be like a natural habitat. And I have to say, like, from our observations of watching these things, they behave kind of like animals. You know, when you just see a bird, sorry, my arm's aching. Well, you know when you see a bird just kind of doing its thing, like this little guy, for example, and you see that, you know what a bird looks like. But when you see them just kind of enjoying their environment and scooting around and doing stuff, that seems to be how these orbs kind of behave. They definitely don't act like they're surveilling anything or they've got any creepy militaristic intent like Chris Mellon and all of this Lou Elizondo stuff would have you believe. They seem to be just like a little life form, just trying to get on with stuff and generally keep out the way of us. And I certainly can't blame them for that. But it's very, very interesting, and I'm going to have a lot of very, very interesting stuff to talk about with you in the future with regards to these orbs. But that's all I can really say for now about that, as Forrest Gump would say. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that when you see this countryside, like, these mountains are full of iron ore and crystal and quartz and big ass caves, and it's a very spooky place. So you can see how maybe there's some sort of piezoelectric effect. There's studies been done where if you compress crystal and quartz, you can create an electrical charge. I don't know, I'm guessing entirely. At the end of the day, we're speculating about a life form we've got absolutely no idea about. So we don't know if they eat, respire, perspire, expire, who knows. It's going back again. Yeah, it's just gone behind the hill. Okay, so that started off over the town is not a helicopter. That's sea level. And a second ago it was over the streetlights which are there. And we've watched, there were 3 of them which have separated. See that little one to the left there as well? And it's gone out. There's no helicopters around because there's only one Coast Guard helicopter. And we've been watching these things for like an hour. See there's a little one there as well. So, just for context, if I zoom back out, we're at the beach. There's a full moon which is over my left shoulder. And that light started off well above the city. I say that's actually a golf club. So there won't be anybody there now anyway. But now it's gone out. There we go again. And also there's no lighthouse down there or anything like that. It's literally just really, really rugged cliffs. But the bit where that light was is actually out to sea. And there's been these 2 above the town as well. I apologise, I've got a Samsung and not a better camera. But you can make out two little orbs there vaguely, or two little light sources. I zoom right in on it.
That's pretty bright.
I'm gonna guess it's a boat. It's at sea level.
And there are places on the beach you can get a van, right? A car.
You can, well, not down there, no, because that's
up.
That's like towards the tower.
Mm.
It's either a boat facing us with its main light on, or it's an orb, but I've zoomed right in on it. Have a look at it. Oh.
Well, what the fuck, dude?
See how out of focus the town is, but
it's very bright. And why is it flashing like that? Okay, that's odd now. That looks elevated. What the fuck?
there's one on each side of it.
Each side.
And this isn't that girl with her fire.
No,
like,
not the
she was to the right of that.
Oh, what the fuck, dude?
Once flickered out.
Okay.
What the hell? This is arguably not the strangest thing that's happened today as well.
Which is... Look at the glow coming. What the fuck are we looking at, dude? What the fuck?
Whoa. I can't swear because this might be in Congress next year. But
oh my god, I was in Spain.
These drunkards.
We were hammered.
Watching a giant orb out to sea. That's at 12 times 2.
Well, they tightened up.
Yeah, exactly. And the one that was blazing like hell before is much
like what color is
calmer.
Purple.
It's
white,
red and blue, I think.
Red.
But it's looking purple.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. On the right. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. This is not a fishing boat.
No, it's not a boat.
Those were definitely aliens.
I'm glad the Nordics.
Yes, me too.
Maybe they were trying to do, maybe that was... Oh dude, what the hell, look.
Oh my... Dude, now they're one. Okay, we're having a fucking experience, bro. This is not even a fishing boat.
No.
It turned from a girl on the beach...
Oh god, I'm on 5% battery.
Oh my god.
Son of a bitch, we see a UEP in my battery. Dude, they're literally perfectly aligned now. But unfortunately, my battery's gonna go any second. But that's like, it's at least out to sea, and I'd say it was sea level. So just for context, when we're talking about these orb sightings, this is the mountain that they were over, and as you can see, there is absolutely no artificial light, electricity or humans there at all. I know this mountain really well. I've walked up and down it tons and tons of times, and there are no humans. And as you look around, we're in a very, very, very desolate, not desolate, but empty place. And all the way over there is where we were watching them from. So you would have to appreciate just how bright these things would have to be in order to be seen as brightly as they were. So there we go. Okay, I want to show you a cool view. First of all, look at that cave. It's a pretty deep one. But the coolest bit is this one. When we go through this cave, you get a good view hopefully I don't drop my phone. How's about that one? Some more caves over there. That's where I'm going to go next. But I'm going to stop filming because it gets a bit sketchy. Okay, I've just done the ungraceful part, and there's a cave that you can't see just over there that we came out of, and now we're gonna go in those. So let's see if I can do it without dying. Semi-sketchy, and I don't want to be found dead with a selfie stick in my hand. Okay. Well, you get to see this for the first time with me. So, should we have a look down in this one? Piggy, piggy, piggy! There's no wild boar. Look at this! Let's go and have a quick look down here. See if I can get in there. Okay, so I'll let you see. Doesn't look like there's much down there. It's just another cool cave. Good place to hide from pirates and wobbers. Okay. Oh. Right. So this is a cool place. But you don't want to look at me. Let's show you what we're dealing with. That's a nice thing. Now the question is, where do we go? So let's... Oh wow. God damn. Look at this. You can see better than me probably. Whoop. So I know it's wobbly, but that's what you get with a Temu selfie stick. I'm going up there, but first I'm going to take a little look down there. So yeah, probably all going to get motion sickness from watching this. Holy shit, that's a big cave. And I nearly dropped my phone. Let's tighten that guy up a little bit. Don't want to drop my phone here. Gee fucking hell. See that? Let's do the scientific experiment. No thanks. Right. Now this is going to be a bit of a scramble, and nobody wants to see a fat man sweat, so I will stop it there, turn it back on up the mountain. Whew. Oh hey, I know it's a bit windy, but that's because we're up here. Now I don't know if you can make it out, but over there is where Jeff and I got that temple thing, and I'm going to see if I can swing by it from another direction. So still got about 3 hours of sunlight left, but hopefully you can hear more than just wind noises. If not, holy shit. Okay. Well. There it is. So this is the view. All the goat muck. Oh, from the other side. Pretend you didn't just see me smack myself in the head with my own stick. So, can you see all that? And the crystals and stuff like that. That's the other side of this temple thingy. But I don't think there's a way to it from here. But I'm still going to go on, see where I can get to. Fuck off, that's a deep cave. I'm going to risk my phone and selfie stick for a sec. Can you see down there? I don't want to go down there. Let's try. Oh, you might not be able to hear this, folks, but okay, no thank you. So that's why the rope's there. So the rope there, I think, is to help you climb up. Me and Jeff did it the ridiculous way from the other side. So, oh, that looks a bitch to get to. Doesn't look that bad, but it doesn't look like something I want to do on my own. Don't want to add to the mystery of the mountain. Now, but yeah, there it is. That's the shrine thing that we found. But it's inaccessible from this side. And somehow Jeff and I managed to get to it from the other side. If I could just get onto that ledge, I'd be laughing. But the problem is I can't. So
Crystal glass. A Japanese fan.
that was so trippy with all those birds. In this cave down here, there's lots of interesting. Look, it's like Shelob's lair. Come on, let's go and see what's there. Let's go and see what's there. But yeah, it looks like that ski rope thing is to help people get up to it. They probably just brought a ladder, I'd imagine. But isn't this interesting? This looks artificial. Not the cave, but... So, above me there, whoa, there's a ventilation shaft. But look at those rocks. They look like they've been stacked. You know what I mean? I'm probably just... Let's see what's through this cave. Okay. That's not a bad fall if it does all collapse. This is a cool little thing, he says. All of a sudden, vegetation, grass. I'm at the bottom of a cave. Oh no, it carries on. Let's go and have a look. Ah, that's the end of the story, I think. So, I've hurt my left shoulder, so let's swap arms. Let's go back through and see what we can see. This is where we're going. It's a bit windy in here, sorry if noisy. Whoops, sorry if I bash my phone on the wall and all of that. So I'm guessing, well, like the only footprints here are mine, so nobody's been here in ages. I just can't see a safe way for one person to get up there. But there's one of those medicine bag things here, so I'll show you the kind of stuff that's all over the mountain. Broke the bottom off my stick. It's a bad omen. Oh, there's another scroll. And look at this. So I'm not going to disturb these because they've obviously been done as part of the ceremony, but these are the kind of medicine bag things. They're full of fine ash. So there you go. But yeah, I don't think I can get up there. So not safely anyway. So that's not a job for today. Now let's get going. Somebody's brought some bottles of water there, but right. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So I think maybe that'll do, because now I need to climb down and go around, and that's not going to be very interesting for you guys. Can I get up this way? I don't think I can get all the way around. I'm going to go up here real quick and see if I can see anything to show you. So I managed to get above it. There's kind of a lot of the shriny bit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's that. There's a big horrible cave, but I'm pretty high up, so I want both my hands. So there's a better view of what we found, if you can make that out. But I'm very high up, so I'm not actually going to film much of this. I'm going to focus on staying alive and all that boring stuff. But we're directly above where we were before, so you can see into everything. But look at all the crystals, all the like wires and ropes, and you can't see it from here, but there's loads of like Buddhist symbols and cuneiform and other very exciting things in there. But I think right now my plan is to start heading back down. Those are those caves that we first went through before. So yeah. So I've got about, well, you can see I've got a few hours of light, but it's kind of dipping behind the peak, so I'm going to head back. Getting down should be a lot easier. So there we go. Ooh. Yes. It's such a nice place. Also, whilst I've got you here, Oop, let me just say, oh, I think what I'm going to do in the near future is like look into your favorite UAP cases. So if you've got a particular one that you'd like to see covered in a mini documentary or something like that, let me know and I'll get on with it. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Now I'm not entirely sure how to get from where I am to where I want to be. Not and still be alive at the bottom of it anyway. I don't want to walk on bushes where I can't see under it because there's giant caves everywhere. So that's not too bad. But I am probably going to stop filming for a sec while I scramble down there and try and figure that out. Oh, I wonder if I can get, I don't think I can get across there to actually get to the temple bit itself because there's a great big gap and I'm not doing that on my own. So I think we'll do, that will do for today. So we'll just walk down. We'll just walk down nice and steady until my arm gets tired and I can't be bothered filming anymore. I've lost the string off my stick. That served me well. That looks like a good little way down there. So, with total confidence, those caves were amazing, weren't they? Let's go. I might have another look on the way back down, which would make sense rather than trying to find a new way down. Let's not break into a run, Tom. What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? I think that was an earthquake. I really hope you heard that. That sounded like, that's me shaking, not the camera. That sounded like a massive roll of thunder. That was weird. Oh, I hope that came through on the camera. That was weird. I really, really, really hope that came through. It was like a really baritone boom and like rumbling sound. I'm so lucky that I was filming. I really hope that came through. Sorry, you're probably staring at the sun. I apologise. Oh, whoa, that was cool. Anyway, you've probably got a really terrible view with the sun there of my sweaty face and the sun, but there we go. There's that break in the rocks again. Those are the big caves that we explored at the start. I might see if there's another way down. I don't fancy going across that because it's really broken up rocks and it doesn't look very solid. So we're not going to do that. Hello tree, how the hell have you grown here? It's like the driest place in the world. Drier than Ben should put. Anyway, never mind that metaphor. Yeah, I'm not sure this is the way. Let's go over here. He says, I'm not sure if this is the way, as if there is a way, but I reckon I could get over there. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to take you to this big cave as well, since we're here. Because it's too cool not to. Can I get from here? Probably not. He carries on anyway. Oh, I broke my stick again. I'd rather break my stick than my ankle. Can I get down there? Hopefully this doesn't look absolutely terrible and this video was worth doing, because I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a pain in the bum. I wish you were here in person to do this with me, so I wouldn't be holding a bloody selfie stick out at arm's length. Have I just wasted my time? Can I get where I'm going? That looks like a great big no. Alright, I'm gonna have to scramble down this bit for a minute, and that's gonna get sketchy, so I'll spare you seeing that, and next time you see me we'll be down at the bottom of this dip where I'm going to show you something amazing. You guys are getting the whole show today, because above us the Spanish Air Force are practicing dogfighting with their Typhoons. This guy's just done a guy's just done a big 360 around us, and there's another one above him moving to intercept. I don't even know if that's going to show up. There's one. The other guy's directly above him. How cool is that? Oh, there we go. So up and left from that one you can see the other one. So not only have you seen me risk my life and some earthquakes, you're also sort of getting to see. Oh, they've faded out. I can't really see them now. Oh, there they are. The Spanish Air Force practicing dogfighting. So that's what more do you want? God damn it. Right. Yeah, this bit's a little. Oh, there we go. Let me cut back to that. Oh bollocks. I nearly dropped my phone. Can you see that now? It's super clear. Come on, phone. Oh man, that looks so cool. They're both banking. It says my phone's got a lock. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So there are three. We're watching three, what I think are Typhoons. There's one. Let's see if I can catch this other one. Yeah, boy! They're so high up. That's so cool. It's gonna struggle to focus, I think. Get it, phone, it's there, look, I can see it. Those guys must be having, well, those people must be having the best time. Let's go play Top Gun. Hello, I can hear something getting way louder. Come on, come back. I've lost him now, I can't see him, but I can hear. Ah, there's one. How cool to be doing something as weird as this and have fighter jets dogfighting over your head. I swear to God, if I could go back and see like 7-year-old me and be like, hey, don't worry about it. When you're in your 40s, you're going to be walking around like an idiot making videos about flying saucers and watching fighter jets over your head, I'd be like, cool, crack on, old Tom, you seem to have navigated this quite well. So we're next going into this, so this might get a bit sketchy. I don't know whether you can even bloody see it, but it looks like they're moving in. One's getting on the tail of the other one. Oh man, look at that! I don't know if you can make that out, but that's so cool. I hope this is a lot more dramatic than it looks on my little... Well, it is a lot more dramatic. I hope you guys can see what's actually happening. It looks like this one on the right hand side just managed to get behind this one on the left. Don't know whether he got a lock or anything, but I get the feeling you guys can't see a thing, so I'm probably gonna get on with it because I'm starting to lose a little bit of daylight. But he's making a hard bank now to come back. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't think you guys can see it. Let's try and catch this other one. There he is. So he's the guy that just had the other one behind him. And it looks like the other one's bailed out to sea. So they might be getting some distance between them before they try another run. But I need to get on with what I'm doing. So we, my friends, are going in there. Okay, so the fighter jets are still having a good old time up there, but what I'm going to show you I think is even cooler than that. So we are, can you see that cave? We're going in there, baby. God damn, those jets are cool. I always wanted to be a pilot. When I was little, I applied to join the RAF when I was about 8 years old, and they were very nice. They sent me a letter and a massive poster of one of the red arrows, and they were like, "Dear Tom, stop wasting our goddamn time." No, they were like, "That's amazing, you need to be really good at school, so pay attention, and really tall and really healthy." And unfortunately I was only one out of the three, and it wasn't the tall or healthy one, the tall or good at school one. Anyway, I digress. Let's go in a big cave. Pig, pig, pig. Let's check for wild boar. Okay, I hope you can see this. Look at this. Isn't this a bit of a trippy place? That's where we've come from. There's these, I'm gonna guess that they're fire pit marks on the floor. Above us, you can see some like natural skylights, and over here is a ventilation shaft for the mine. But listen to the acoustics in here. Oh, it's amazing. So, I'm just going to show you very quickly, without going anywhere near it, just how deep this thing is. Check this out. Yeah, no thanks. But how cool is this place? Like and subscribe to the channel. Right, I think that's probably enough life risking for one day. Plus, I want to see if those fighters, they sound so loud in here. I want to see if they're going to come back and come a bit lower. Well, actually, do you know what? Since we're here, we might as well have a look at a couple of the other caves. So, that... Oh! That one there is actually really deep. I went in there with Jeff, and you need a big torch to see the bottom. But we went to the bottom and we found a weird bug, so we left it alone. And this takes you above where we've just been, which is pretty cool. Oh no shit, is that a bug? But it's pretty dark in here and I haven't got a torch. I'm also not going to mess around with stuff out of respect, but there's like a book there and some stuff, but it's all got years and years of dust on it. And a very ominous cave there that I presume leads down to the one that we've just been in. But I think that'll probably do it for there. So, let's go. Oof. Also, given that it's like Christmas and stuff, let me know what videos you guys would like to see me make. They haven't necessarily got to be with hello back in this amazing cave. They haven't necessarily got to be UAP videos. It could be anything that you guys would find interesting that you think kind of fits what you want little weird me to talk about, and I will do that with pleasure. So there we go. So I'm not gonna yap. We're going to the sea, so I'll take you along. Hey, if it's boring. Shit. Maybe I need both my hands. If it's boring, you should be used to that by now on my channel. So hopefully you're enjoying this. I know this isn't the usual flying saucers out and spooky stuff, but you don't get much spookier than hidden caves and temples and earthquakes and fighter jets, so I'd watch that. I can't see where those planes are now, but I can hear them. But yeah, kind of losing the light a little bit. The shadows are getting a bit long, so I'm gonna head down. There's a wonderful hollow church of a cave that we've just been in. Yeah. Oh, I know where I am. This is the bit where I fall over. So, I could get down there. That looks like a good shortcut. Let's do that. But yeah, this used to be a mine. So, as you saw, that really deep, hey, that really deep shaft at the back of the cave there, I think was a ventilation shaft for the iron mine. And I would imagine when they found all these amazing natural caves and stuff, they just utilized it. Now, should I? I'm gonna There we go. I was just going to say, should I be dangling around with a selfie stick when I go down this sketchy slope? The answer is probably no, but it sounds worse than it is. Da, da, da. It's such a beautiful place. Have a little look. I bet the view from that place up there is absolutely amazing. But I don't know whether you can see it, but the moon's out already. Got like a really cool crescent moon. Hopefully you can see it. I can't see if you can see it. And the fighters have gone quiet, so I'm hoping they've gone for a play out to sea, and then they come in nice and low so we can catch a little bit of video. Probably a goat. But I've never done a video like this before, truth be told. I haven't really done much stuff like this before, as in walking around. But it's a great thing to do. And it's free, which matches my budget perfectly. So, I'm gonna swap arms. Yeah, those are those first caves that we went in. Oh no, they're not. They're up there under where the moon is. But pretty cool. We're about halfway down now, he says optimistically. I tell you one thing, I am going to do a video about which is my favourite UAP case, and I probably shouldn't spoil it now, but who cares, and that's Joe Simonton. Joe was a farmer or a rancher, I think, a very simple, honest man, and he's the dude where a full-on flying saucer landed outside his little farmhouse, and they gestured at a water jug. And I know I'm kind of getting into the whole video now, so it's going to spoil the video itself, but long story short, they gave him pancakes, but there are one or two details about the pancakes that they gave him as a thank you for this water that were really interesting. They had no salt in them. Whoops. And why that's interesting is because they're made from buckwheat, and when you look into like Irish folklore or stories about the Fae and the fairies, they never used to use salt in their cooking. No, it's a cormorant. I thought I'd just seen a eagle. Anyway, so yeah, they were unsalted, and he so like they gave him a few. I think he had one with them, as you do, and then he gave the rest to the Air Force, because funnily enough it was the Air Force that came to investigate it. But it's a great case, and I'm going to make a video on it. I know others have been done before, but it's pretty much my favourite case, so it's one I want to cover in future. Hey, we're doing great now, folks. Ouch. We're past the bit where I could fall to my death, he said, preemptively. I tell you what, I'm doing a lot better than the bottom of my stick. I've got no idea how this video is going to come out, but I hope you enjoy it as much as I am making it. And it's nice having you here. Look at that beautiful view. You see the moon up there? You don't want my moony face in the way. Hopefully it shows up. Oh man, we're nearly there. do do. Can't even whistle any copywritten music. Whoa. But yeah, you can imagine, and it was literally about an hour after Jeff and I had been up to that place and found the big shrine thing on top of it, that we then very rapidly got dressed up for Halloween. And then a few daiquiris later, we're watching some amazing orbs off the beach. I'm not really sure how I'm going to incorporate all of that into, it's not going to be this video, but there we go. Well folks, we've only gone and done it, so didn't we do well? Nobody died. You can probably hear from the sky to the sea, man. So I'm gonna have a quick, I know this is kinda posy, but I'm gonna have a quick washing the sea. Oh, what an horrible place. So, we made it. Now I think the sun's dipping down, so I'm going to head back. It looks like the fighter jets have gone, and I've got water in my shoes. But there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this, folks. Thank you for coming with me and keeping me company. If you do feel like it was worth a coffee or a band-aid for my legs, or even a new stick, there's a link below, and it would be very much appreciated. It helps me more than you know. So I will see you for the next one. Take care. So I don't know whether you can even see that. Oh, good job, camera. Let me, there we go. I've just been watching some dolphins behind that fishing boat. You see the birds behind it? They're obviously chucking some stuff off the back. And I just saw a couple of dolphins. Come on, do a jump. It's for YouTube. Maybe not. Maybe not. I would say it's not our lucky day, but we've already had an earthquake and some fighter jets and some caves and a magic, a weird magic hippie shrine. So I don't want to sound too ungrateful. But yes, I definitely saw some dolphins over there. But I'm trying to record it all on my phone, so zooming is not a speciality. It's a long way away. Come on, dolphins, do a jump. No. Oh well. We tried.